You're asking me what significance did Jews have in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
What other significance would we have other than simply wanting to live?
Okay, and you still had that ability when we came. So what's your point?
My point is Jews don't live in Saudi Arabia anymore.
Yeah, because you chose not to.
You don't think that Muslims kicked us out of the land?
Can you prove it?
Can I prove it? The Quran says that, doesn't it talk about Muhammad's conquests in Saudi Arabia of taking the tribes captive?
Guys, Mike is talking. Let Mike talk to her. Wait. Amir, bro. Let Mike talk to her, please.
Can you prove
Who's she? I don't know why you keep saying her. Do you know what the name Yehuda means? Are you familiar with this?
I think it's an it.
Yeah, so this is wonderful decorum. I really think that Muslims are great. This is why I love Muslims so much. They're so respectful, so respectful. They love Jews so much. The golden age, right? The Rambam talked about how wonderfully we were treated in Spain, right? Under dhimmi, Sharia law, apartheid. Wonderful. Golden age. Just read his letter to Yemen. So wonderful.
It's just basic. You have to say that because you were not Muslim. They murdered all the Muslims.
Rambam did not murder all the Muslims. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Guys,
Maimonides murdered Muslims? Are you kidding me?
So I'm literally going to kick people off if we keep cutting each other off. Mike wanted to speak to Yehuda, and then I promise we can all hop in a minute. Just let him continue with his conversation. Mike, if you want to unmute yourself and continue. I don't know why my phone's not letting me mute anyone. What is this?
Yeah, that's fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Apini Mad said.
So my question.
It's okay. Ramalla's mod. She got it. She's been trying to. It's just something.
I just wanted him to prove his claim that they were kicked out.
Like I said, I think it's actually in the Quran. I didn't.
Can you verse it?
Well, Jews don't. Let's be honest here. Jews don't live in Saudi Arabia today. So why would we want to go back if it was so great?
I want you to be honest. You said it's in the Quran. Verse it.
No, what I'm saying is that there was a conquest where Muhammad took wives for himself, and they were Jewish wives, and after he warred. You're asking me, so you're misrepresenting me if you're claiming that I said that Muhammad himself eradicated every single Jew from Saudi Arabia.
See, you don't know I'm a mod, right? You're making claims.
So what I didn't say,
You said it came from the Quran. Verse it.
what I didn't say, and let me clarify if you were confused, what I didn't say is that Muhammad was responsible for every single Jew being kicked out of Saudi Arabia. What I did say is that it started with Muhammad, and that is in the Quran, is that he did war against Jews, and he did kick many Jews out of Saudi Arabia. So that...
Do you know, hold on. I know exactly which one you're talking about. You're talking about Khaybar, right?
Like I said, it's your Quran, so you know it better than I do. I'm just giving you a synopsis. You can explain it however you want. Go for it.
Wait. No. Okay, then stop spreading propaganda if you don't know stuff. You see, this is what I have a problem with people. People out here blur like you did, right? Spread this nonsense, and then when I ask you, hey, can you prove this? You start backtracking.
No, what you misunderstood what I said. I didn't say that Muhammad kicked every single Jew out of Saudi Arabia.
I misunderstand you. No.
I didn't say that. If you want me to prove that, that wasn't my claim.
Hold on, wait. Did he not say that in the beginning?
Absolutely. He said it.
Well, if I misspoke, I'm sorry. That wasn't what I was referring to. Is the idea that it started with Muhammad.
Okay, fine. I'll even dismiss that. Do you know how many? First of all, since you speak so highly, and then you speak like you know, do you know how many Jewish tribes there were in Saudi Arabia at the time of Muhammad?
There were a few. I mean, if you want to, like I said, it's your book. You would presumably know it better than I do. I just gave you a general synopsis.
So then I'm going to educate you.
Go for it. Educate me.
All right, there were 3 tribes. You know he only fought with one tribe?
Okay.
That's the tribe you're speaking about. Do you know why he fought with that one tribe?
You tell me. It's your Quran.
It's because, it didn't come from the Quran, so you don't even know what you're talking about, right?
What's your tradition? It's your understanding.
Okay. No. See, I don't like that because you try to paint it like it's just our understanding.
It is your understanding. This is your history.
It's historically accurate. You can look this up by Western history.
Just like...
This is the problem. You gotta You gotta be educated to read. You gotta read books, my friend, before you make assumptions like you're making.
Yeah, like the Hebrew Bible that says Jerusalem existed before Palestine. Yeah, for sure. Judea before Palestine. Yes, that's a book I read.
Okay. Let me know when you're done talking, bro. Thank you. Anyways, there was three tribes. One of them broke the truth that they had, right? And they sided with the Kodesh, and they attacked us. We were given the orders to go back and retaliate for it, and we did that. And when we retaliated, right, we asked the head of the religious figure from that community, right, what would you consider the punishment for treason? Now, I'm going to ask you, what is the punishment for treason in Judaism?
Sounds like collective punishment you're going to get to.
No. What is the punishment for treason?
Honestly, I am not. I think it depends on the context of what you're describing. So, if you want to,
but I'm asking you in your own faith, what is the
like I said, it really depends on the context. My religion is very specific about certain specific ideas, so it's really hard for me to give you a hard answer.
There'll be context for treason. Treason is treason, no matter what. There's no context in it. Treason is treason. Just like paedophilia is paedophilia. There's no fucking context. So please, man, don't be an idiot and stop making...
No, my religion is very specific about what things constitute. It's very, very specific. I don't know if you know anything about my religion, so it would be very hard for me to give you an answer.
Like, you're an arsehole. You don't know about your religion then.
I know much more than you do. I know that Zionism is Judaism according to the Hebrew Bible. According to the Hebrew Bible, Jerusalem is Zion, and that is why... That's why I entered with that question.
Jerusalem is Jerusalem, man.
What?
You know what the problem with this guy is? He doesn't know how to control himself, bro. He slurs, and then he says, I don't know, you teach me.
What's the
Well, Zionists never do like to actually learn.
Like,
I want to ask him a question. Quick question. Can I ask him a quick question? Who wrote the Palestinian Talmud?
You mean the Jerusalem Talmud, as it's most commonly referred to as?
Palestinian Talmud.
Many different rabbis wrote the You're talking about the Palestinian Talmud. It's referring to the Jerusalem Talmud, right?
No, it's not. No.
That's what it's colloquially referred to as.
After you changed it.
That's what it's referred to in yeshivas.
You changed it. Yeah, Palestinian scholars wrote it. Palestinian scholars.
Who were previously had ancestry in Judea, which is what the land was called before the Romans kicked the Jews out and renamed it to Palestinian, whatever it's called, whatever you want to call it. But previously it was called Judea, which is why we have claim to the land, because the temple stood. That's our golden age, when the temple stood.
No land, you fucking arsehole. What, because you're a fucking inbred motherfucker? That means you can take someone's land, like, you ain't been there for 3,000 years. You ain't got no connection to anything, because you ain't fucking 3,000 years
You
old.
can't even decide what your name is. You call yourself a Canaanite and a Palestinian. At least we have a consistent narrative who we are.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, we have a consistent narrative. We've always been Jews. You want to be Canaanites and Palestinians. You can't make up your mind about who you are. So now you keep muting me. Well, anyway, it's been nice. I'll see you guys later. But if you're gonna make this an echo chamber, I'll leave.